Alabama's a beautiful state. Oh man, so the road getting to Buck's Pocket is just a little sketch. Well, welcome back to the channel, guys. So today we are exploring Grove Oak, Alabama. If you're an outdoor enthusiast, this is the perfect city for you. We're starting our day off at Buck's Pocket State Park, which is known for having beautiful overlooks. We're on top of Sand Mountain right now. This overlooks several counties, including Marshall County and DeKalb County. At this state park, there are hiking trails, campsites, rock climbing. They also have the first state park off-road vehicle trails, and I think those are about 6 miles worth of trails you can drive through. But we are at our first overlook stop here. This is called Jim Lynn Overlook area, so let's go see some pretty views. And it is cold today. I think it's about 42 degrees right now. The good news is, because it's so cold, I have this whole area to myself here. And it's still pretty today. Sunny, so I'm not going to complain too much. So this is really fun. They have these little picnic areas. They have little grills over here. Picnic tables. And some nice little forest views right now. For a nice peaceful day, you can hear, besides the plane flying overhead, there's not much going on. Nice and quiet here, but I think over there is the main boardwalk, so let's go walk over there. Cute little cobblestone road here. Head into the Jim Lynn Overlook area. So I imagine this is about the time of year to come, because when all these trees are in bloom for springtime, you probably don't have much of a view. Ooh, it is a little slippery here. Yeah, a whole little canyon area. Now I know there's some hiking trails you can take to get to this area, and I'm assuming this is part of that trail. Thinking you maybe hike up this way and end at the overlook, and maybe get you some water and a snack there. But I'm gonna walk a little bit down this boardwalk just to kind of see what else down here. Oh, and here's a sign talking about if you want to rappel, hence rock climbing and stuff. You can do that here. You just got to get a permit at the park office. It is so peaceful and quiet here. So let's see where this leads to. This is part of the trail, or if it's part of an overlook. There must be those rocks you can rappel right there. Gosh, if you do that, more power to you. You are way braver than I am. So yeah, I'm at the end of the boardwalk here. So yeah, I think that's a continuation of the trail. Ooh, there's a little pull-off walk area here. Woo! Oh my goodness. I am going to be careful walking here because you're literally at the edge. Wow. Well, that is beautiful. It's like the Grand Canyon of North Alabama. Guys, be careful if you come here, though. There is nothing. Cliffs, death. And it is loose gravel, so be wary. I'm taking slow steps. I wonder if that's Point Rock right there. If you're brave enough to get there, that's a cool picture, but at your own risk. That is really pretty though. Alright, so again, that probably goes back to the main trail. But I'm going to head back to the parking lot because I want to kind of drive around to see if there's any more overlooks at this state park. Okay, so I drove around a little bit to see if there's any overlooks. I can't really find any good ones. That one we went to is probably the best one. Right behind me over here is the campground, but you see it's blocked up for campers only, so can't really go past that point. There's a little creek over here, which I was trying to see if there's any way to walk down there, but not really much access to it either. So I think if you camp here, you could probably look at some more areas. But I think that's about it for Buck's Pocket, unless you want to hike around. Just driving to the overlooks, having a nice picnic area, that's probably about the vibe there. But since we're in Grove Oak, Alabama, the next place I want to go to is this place called High Falls Park, which is supposed to be a really pretty waterfall, and it rained last night. So I'm really hoping the waterfall is flowing great, so we're going to head there next. And we have arrived. So right out the gate, they got some picnic tables over here, a playground, nice parking area, and I could already hear the waterfalls are going. So they do have a little visitor center over here. So we're going to go in there and check that out first. Let's go.
Like these shirts and everything we ordered, everybody's put way up on the price of them, and we can't drive on them. We've been selling 22. So we don't get no more.
Alright. So the guy in there said it's flowing pretty good, and it's just right down this trail. He said it's about a 1/10 of a mile, so not a very long walk. And I'm excited because I've never been here before. I can definitely hear those falls are going though. Looks like they got a little area here that goes to some swing sets. We've got some picnic tables set all up here. Gosh, can you hear the falls? Not even there yet, and already you can hear them flowing. So it looks like there's several little trails you can take to view the falls. We got one over there, one that cuts that away. And there's also this trail here. So I think I'm going to start this way and work my way over and just see what we see. You know how we do. Okay, so this doesn't lead to the falls, but it leads to some old school playground equipment. Got the little, oh gosh, what are those called again? Not Ferris wheels, not merry-go-rounds. I can't remember the name of them, it's been so long. So here's just some information about the falls, talking about how they got the picnic areas. Let's see, for an even better view, take the nature trail that begins to the right of the large pavilion. Alright. And I know you can't go to the base of a fall, but as you see, that's for extreme thrill seekers, and I hate to break it to you guys, but that is not me. It does say you can, they got some rapids, so you can go kayaking too. Curious to find that. It says begins to the right of the large pavilion, which there's a pavilion. There's right, and I saw the playground equipment. So I'm not really sure. I think I'll try these two trails next. See where it goes. Danger, danger. Caution, but everything's fenced in, so pretty safe. Can you guys hear me over these falls? Well, these are impressive. I've been to Little River Canyon and Fort Payne, and that one's gorgeous, but this is a good rival in my opinion. Wow. There's the trail we just went to. So now I believe this one leads to the bridge. So we're gonna walk down here and see what views we have over here. So going toward the bridge, they have a few little walk-off areas that you could probably take to get down to the falls if you're wanting to go swimming. As I mentioned, it is about 42 degrees today, so that's not happening. Also some nature trails if you want to take those, but here is the bridge. Little High Falls walking bridge. Built in 1998. Oh, there's another little baby waterfall over there. Alright. This looks like a little fairy tale bridge. Just some nice little views of the water on top of the falls here. Look how clear that water is. Oh, there's some people getting down there. You can see how big the falls is compared to them. There's some gorgeous views. So let's see here, I'm coming toward the end of the bridge. Looks like to the right here is another just tiny trail that takes you again to some spots where you can go swimming up here. Which I might have to come back in the summertime and do that because that is fun. And then to the left, maybe another possible walking trail, but that kind of goes away from the falls, so don't really want to do that. So we'll just keep on walking back across the bridge again. Well, be warned, the road to get back to where you were is just a bit steep. Be prepared for a little bit of a strenuous uphill. That was quite a hike back up for me anyway, guys. But we are back at the waterfalls here. I just want to come for one more little peek before I headed home. But that's pretty much going to do it for Grove Oak. Not a lot to it, but if you're an outdoor enthusiast, this is a great little town to go to. Great waterfalls, great overlooks. They got camping, kayaking, hiking, rock climbing, a lot of things to do. And right here in our lovely state of Alabama. But in the meantime, guys, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see y'all in the next adventure. Bye, guys.